could be carrying a saddle full of beer. Meet the Beer Burro. This is Corona and Corona's beautiful handler, Tia. I'm
Hi.
so excited you're here. I mean, this is like the most Arizona thing I've ever seen. But Corona is a very, very popular guest at weddings. We were just talking during the commercial. I feel like as an introvert, sometimes I get nervous at like a cocktail hour at a wedding. But this is a conversation starter.
It is very much so, and she has photos with people that last a long time, and people talk about her for times to come.
So tell me about some of the celebrations that the Beer Burro goes to, like weddings and parties.
We do a lot of weddings, we do a lot of corporate events. Right now, graduations. Graduations are a big thing. And of course, today is Cinco de Mayo.
Oh, of course. Does Corona and some of her friends, do they end up in people's wedding photos?
They do. Everybody loves to take photos with her, and we make sure that the bride and groom get to take photos and spend time with her and have all the, and of course Corona loves all the cuddles and the loves.
So tell me about why donkeys, which by the way, burro is just Spanish for donkey,
Yes.
right? Okay, so tell me about why they make good bartenders.
They're a pack animal. Corona and most donkeys are very curious. She, of course, she loves the people. I think that's why she puts up with some of my shenanigans on dressing her up and stuff.
Oh, you mean like the sombrero,
Yeah.
for example? Not every donkey wants to wear a sombrero.
Only thing she cares about is that people are loving and cuddling on her. That's her focus.
That's her focus. I like to tip my bartenders, you know what I mean? Because I'm like that. You tip in carrots?
Carrots and low sugar horse treats, because she's high fiber, low calorie.
Okay, good, good. How much can they carry?
You know, it depends who you ask. The percentage of, it really depends on what they weigh. This is it for Corona. This is as donkey as she gets. She's pretty bougie, and
Yeah, tell me about her bouginess.
she, you know, she of course is a typical donkey, but she loves to go to the parties and be around people. That's her main focus, is being around people.
And donkeys are known for being very sure-footed and, of course, very strong.
They are.
They're the beasts of burden. And they have been carrying supplies for 5,000 years, so it's not new. Maybe the beer part.
Yeah, the beer part.
The beer part.
Or, you know, there's been tequila donkeys for forever. You
Wait,
know,
what?
Mexico does tequila donkeys. You know, they put the tequila on their back,
And that's an ancient tradition?
In Italy, weddings, donkeys have very, you know, meanings in a lot of weddings.
And the Beer Burro doesn't have to be beer. So we talked earlier about kids' parties, but you could throw some party favors or Capri Suns in the saddlebags.
We've done party favors. We have a churro burro where she does churros.
And it rhymes, so you know it must be good.
Yes, it does.
I mean, Beer Burro, alliterative. Churro Burro, rhymes. You cannot lose with Corona at your party. And I think sometimes kids can have a tough time socializing. Like, you know, 8, 9, 10, the beginning of the party is kind of awkward. You bring in Corona or another burro, kids are going to have something to talk about and something to do.
Yep, and she loves kids too, because usually they come with food and they're easy to snatch their treats from. So,
Tia, I feel like I'm not the first person to ask this, but what about a pin the tail on the donkey?
So I actually have done one where they did just a thing on the side, and she was the donkey, and they just did Velcroed onto her and stuff, but...
And we shouldn't feel bad for these burros because they're very social animals.
Very social, and she loves people. It gives her something to do. A lot of animals do like a job and the places she gets to go, and we are been very, very blessed with the animals that we do have and our clients.
How long do these burros live?
So they can live up to late 40s, early 50s.
And I've heard that they have incredible memories.
They do.
So you're going to remember your party, and the Beer Burro is going to remember your party. Thank you so much. If you want more information about how to book a Beer Burro, and they do book out very far in advance, you can check out our website, cw7az.com. A huge thank you to Tia and to Corona. You did a great job.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.